Hey, it's Kayden. So today I'm going to be talking about just like gender basics and stuff that's important to know if you're going to be an ally. So, yeah. It might contradict with my sex is a social construct video, my past video, but these are just the basics, and if you want to get into more complicated social issues, I guess you can call them, then it'll make more sense. These are just the basics, basically. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna be reading the definitions of the two right now. So here we go. Okay. Gender refers specifically to socially constructed and institutionalized differences, such as gender roles, gender identity, which is an individual's self-conception of being male, female, anywhere in between, or neither. In common speech, it is commonly mistaken and used interchangeably with sex, but it's not the same thing. Gender is the socially constructed up here, not down there. Biological sex is expressed in genetics, chromosomes, and it refers to whether a person is male or female, so basically medical terms. So now I'm going to be talking about like gender terms, if that makes sense. So like gender roles, gender identity, and sexual orientation, even though that's not related to gender in a way. Okay, so a gender role is an adoption of masculine or feminine behavioral traits that are deemed appropriate or characteristic of a particular sex. So basically, that's one of the things that people want to try to get rid of. That's basically saying, like, girls like dolls and boys like monster trucks. Or, like, pink is a girl's color, boys is a blue color. Those are gender roles. Obviously, colors don't have gender. So yeah, gender roles are dumb, and there's really no point to them. A person's gender identity is a person's private, subjective sense of their own sex. So basically, it's how they identify themselves, whether it be gender fluid, male, female, agender, polygender, anywhere on the spectrum. That's gender identity. And sexual orientation is a desire for people of the same, different, or other genders or sexes. So like gay, straight, bisexual, pansexual, polysexual, anywhere, again, on the spectrum. I'm just going to quickly fly through some of the main and important terms that often come up in the LGBT community. Cisgender, or otherwise known as cis, is when your gender identity matches your sex. Simple as that. Cisnormativity is the assumption made by society assuming someone is cis, right? Cissexism is the belief and treatment of transgender. It's the belief that transgender people are not equal to cis people, which isn't true. We're all equal. We're just people. Yeah. The gender binary is the classification of sex and gender into male and female. Gender dysphoria is when you are not cis and you feel uncomfortable with your physical body because it does not match up with your gender identity. Gender expression is basically like physical traits. It's how you choose to dress yourself, basically, whether it be in a masculine or feminine fashion. Gender queer is gender identities that do not match up with male or female. So basically, if you're anywhere in between the spectrum, like let's say demi-boy, demi-girl, gender fluid, agender, anywhere, it's genderqueer, but many people can find the term queer offensive, so it is normally used within the LGBT community, and yeah. And non-binary is when you do not fit in the gender norms, I guess. So it's basically synonymous with genderqueer. But it's more acceptable for cis people to say non-binary instead of genderqueer, because queer used to be a slur used against the LGBT community. And then transgender is the state of one's gender identity or gender expression not matching one's assigned sex. So many people just believe that, oh, if you're physically female and you want to be male, you're trans. Yes, but also if you're a demi-boy, you can identify as trans because you're not matching up with the typical binary. So yeah, sorry this video was really long. Yeah, that's basically all I have to say. You can show this to your teachers, friends, family if you plan on coming out, or you just want to educate them. If you want to add anything, just leave it in the comments below. If there's anything I need to fix, leave it in the comments below and I'll fix it. And yeah, have a good night. See you next week.